Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Skater here, and welcome to First Try Fridays, episode number 10. For those of you new to the channel, this is a series I do every single week where you guys leave a Infinite Warfare class down below in the comments, and I can be creative with this as you want. You can pick my guns, my perks, the combat rig, my camos, the game mode I play, change my sensitivity, change my controller settings, give me a challenge. You can pretty much do whatever you want. Pick the commentary topic, leave it all bundled down below in the comments. I go in and pick one of the classes at random and use it in my very first game of Infinite Warfare for the day, and then we upload and commentate to the gameplay no matter what. We can go really positive, really negative. You guys see some raw gameplay. It's pretty fun, interactive series to do. Now, before we get into the class this week, we have some Call of Duty news to cover real quick. In Infinite Warfare, Cranked will be the playlist of the week, and I'm very happy for this because I love this game. It debuted back in Call of Duty Ghost, and what this is every time you get a kill, you get a increase in movement speed and weapon handling and everything like that. You also gain double score once you're in that faster movement speed state, and then you have a 30-second timer to get another kill. If you don't get a kill within those 30-second timer, you're gonna blow up and self-destruct, and you have to start over again at normal speed. So it's very fast-paced, and I played it all the time in Ghost. I really loved it. I saw they had an option for it in the private matches in Infinite Warfare. I was just waiting for it to be live in the public setting. I wish I could have played it in this week's First Try Fridays gameplay, but if I did, First Try Fridays would probably be coming up on Saturday, and we don't want that. But I definitely recommend you give the game mode a try. I love it, and definitely gonna be playing it this week. As for Modern Warfare Remastered, they're having double XP this weekend. Gives you an incentive to play. I actually might grind up some MWR out, maybe Prestige again, and try to complete some of the Operation Shamrock and all bounties. And speaking of which, they just announced that if you complete all those Shamrock and all bounties alongside the Captain Graves character, you get 2 camos, which you're seeing on the screen right now, which shows that you grinded out that event even more. I'm not going to make a separate video for this, so if you're watching this, now you know. Now let's jump into, well, before we get into class, I have a little announcement I want to make about First Try Fridays for next week. Next week's episode is going to be a little bit different, as it will be a mega class episode. I mean, we're 10 episodes in right now. I may do this every 10 episodes, I don't know, but some people's classes haven't been picked since the beginning, or it's been a while, so I thought let's go ahead and address that. And there's going to be 2 ways we're going to be doing this, and that's either streaming or just making a video. Now, my internet has gotten better here. May be able to stream. I'm going to test that this weekend because I'd like to stream some new Destiny content that comes out next week. And if we do a stream, it'd be like my Mega Class Monday stream type thing I did last year for Black Ops 3. You can look that up if you want. I shall probably link it in the cards. Pretty much what it is like First Try Fridays live. We'll have a live slot machine, do like an hour-long stream, and pick 5 different classes and do some live gameplays. The second option is the video format, and what I do for this is like, 10, 12-ish minute video. Don't want to go longer than that because my render times are horrific, but I'll pick like 3, 4, 5 classes like that, and pretty much, do the news in the beginning and then just show highlights of each of the gameplays with the class, talk about the class, talk about how we did with each of them throughout the whole video. So I just want to put that on the table. If you guys have any suggestions or improvements, let me know. But now's the time to submit the class because we're going to be picking more than one for sure next week. Now let's get into this week's class, which was suggested by TF Gaming, who wanted me to use the OSA classic weapon, the ARX 160 remake, as my primary with the attachments thermal and suppressor. With the secondary weapon, we have Overkill to give us the base Widowmaker sniper rifle. We have the exploding drone in the lethal slot, and then pretty much anything else I wanted to use for the class. So what I decided to use was the Ghost and Dexterity combo in perk 1. I decided to add a grip to the OSA because it is known to be pretty recoily. I didn't figure I'd need Scavenger. I usually use that, but I have 2 weapons that give me full ammo, so I thought I'd be fine with that. And as for the combat rig, you wanted me to use Warfighter with combat focus and the trait Persistence. And I completely forgot that Persistence was in this game. I've never used it. If you guys don't know what it is, it lets you keep your score streak progress throughout your life. It just costs way more to get the score streaks. So I put on my big boy streaks thinking I was going to be able to get them all. But they were a lot of score, and we didn't get any streaks in this gameplay, actually. I wanted some good kill streaks, but we didn't get any killing machines because we won 24-10 playing some ground war on Defender on the map Grounded. The gameplay was a bit slow, and I believe that's why we didn't get any kill streaks, because we dominated the other team. We won Defender 250-12. There was pretty much no competition, and the enemy team only had 4 people on it by the end of the match. It was one of those games where people left, but no one could join in after that. Then, after you get in the lobby, the server migrates or tries to migrate, and it can't, and then everyone gets kicked. So that kind of sucked, but it was a quality gameplay besides the slowness. We used each part of the class to its effectiveness. We got kills with both weapons, touched the objective for a bit. I even got a quad kill in here, so that's pretty cool. I did think I'd do way worse with the OSA too, because I used it before. I didn't like it. I thought it was hard to control. I don't know if the weapon got buffed since then, or if this class setup you had at TF Gaming was really good, but I found it really easy to use, and it killed people really quickly. I enjoyed myself using the OSA. So that's it for this week's class gameplay. Be sure to leave your class down below. You guys can copy and paste it from last week's episode if you want to make a new class. Do whatever you got to do. But again, multiple classes next week, and the first 3 classes suggested on each First Try Fridays get double entries into the slot machine. So let's get into some commentary topic thing this week. And this gameplay is only 9 minutes long, so I'm probably going to throw some like Overwatch or something at the end of this. But I want to quickly go over a topic I know someone suggested before, which is the state of Black Ops 3 currently. I wanted to expand on that and talk about having multiple Call of Duties actively supported each year, at least for this year, and if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because right now we have Infinite Warfare as the main Call of Duty title. We have Modern Warfare Remastered aside Infinite Warfare, and Black Ops 3 is still being actively supported, mainly because Infinite Warfare is not performing how Activision wanted it, and a lot of people play Black Ops 3 still. Now, before, we only had one Call of Duty a year, and you could play older Call of Duties if you like. You know, sometimes you just go back and play some older ones because you wanted to, but those were not supported anymore. They were done. And now we're having older Call of Duty supported, and we still have 2 Call of Duty titles that were introduced this year. Now, if you look into the future, Call of Duty 2017, which will come out later this year, Infinite Warfare probably won't be supported like Black Ops 3 is, but there is the possibility of another remastered Call of Duty title coming out. And even though I think the remastered concept is cool, and I was really hyped about it at the beginning, I'm not sure if I like it right now. Like, I do like it. I like having more games to play, but the problem here is that it diverts the player base even further, and there's just too many options of games to play. Right now, we have 3 Call of Duty titles being supported on 3 different platforms with a variety of different game modes and, you know, competitive game modes, hardcore, core, just all these different things that really divert the player base. And there's a lot of people playing all the games, but it's so diverted, I find it, you know, hard to find some games. Sometimes at certain times of the day, you see the same people, you get the same gameplay in some certain game modes. And I also don't like having the pressure, I guess it's not pressure, but like the pressure of having to complete both games, Modern Warfare Remastered and Infinite Warfare right now, because I'm kind of a completionist. I know other people are like that. You know, I prestige in Infinite Warfare. They even added more prestige to that, which I'm probably not going to chase for my channel. But, you know, there's still things to do in Infinite Warfare right now, so I'm going to keep playing that while there's this whole other game, Modern Warfare Remastered, to play, and they're still adding stuff to Black Ops 3, which that hasn't drawn me back to it, but there's just so much stuff to do, and there's also other games that I'm playing like Overwatch and Destiny, some Battlefield, some Titanfall, some Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which I play every often, but, you know, there's also other things to do in life, and there's just so much stuff going on. I feel like having so many games is great, but I'm not fond of having just all the Call of Duty options. And thinking into the future, I mentioned this in a few videos before, but the gaming industry is changing. It's all DLC profits now. That's pretty much going to be the future of gaming. You know, longer game life cycles, and, you know, even give free DLC updates, and, you know, it's all funded kind of by microtransactions, because microtransactions are hot. You know, Activision made what, 14.1 billion, I think it was, last year in microtransaction things. I mean, it's crazy. And we're seeing games move to this model more and more. You know, Overwatch is definitely that model. You know, kinda Destiny, World of Warcraft, many more other games. I wonder if Call of Duty will end up taking on that model. You know, it's kind of like a sports game right now with the yearly release, but I wonder if they'll do something like Call of Duty Online, where you buy one game and it's updated yearly, or has quarterly updates, or maybe it'll last 3 years, and, you know, they kind of use that 3-year dev cycle and have all 3 devs do an update each year, or do different games. I don't know, but I feel like having multiple Call of Duties a year may become too much and hurt more than it seems to help the franchise. But who knows, maybe they'll even go back to one Call of Duty a year this year. I don't know. Let me hear your thoughts about the topic down below in the comments. I'm going to stop right here because I don't want this video going too long. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Cinder Skater. Be sure to leave that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare class down below in the comments for next week's Mega First Try Fridays. We'll call it that. And yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for future gaming Call of Duty content if you guys are not already. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. I'm Cinder Skater, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.